how is your skipper shaping up at the moment?
Yeah, look, Max won't play. He did some running yesterday and he started his progression forward, but we're really confident of the following week, but we're going to leave him out of tomorrow's game. Braden Pruce will play and take over the ruck duties, but we're expecting Max back next week, and but at the moment, it's a big job for Prusey to take on Grundy, and we're looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Can you tell us about a bit of how Braden Pruce has been tracking, and are you concerned that he hasn't played much football recently?
It's just the situation that we see ourselves in. He obviously hasn't played a lot of footy, but what he has done is he's put in a lot of training, a lot of hard work. Obviously, he's been sitting on the sidelines for a little while. We've had a few match simulations with our players and getting him up to speed, but there's nothing like full-blown AFL games. So he's done the work, he's done the preparation, he's waited for his opportunity, and there's no bigger opportunity than against Grundy tomorrow night. So we're excited to see what Prusey can bring. He certainly brings a spirit and energy to the group, and he's a big man, and we're expecting some good things out of him.
Was Max close at all? How serious is the knee problem?
Yeah, look, we wanted to hold him off as long as we could and give him the opportunity and run him yesterday. Still not quite to the level that we'd like him to be able to play tomorrow. It's probably just too big a risk. He's just got a slight PCL on that knee with a little bit of swelling, but all the swelling's subsided. He ran yesterday and he pulled up well today. And with a full week of training next week, he'll be ready to go.
Can you just talk us through the Luke Jackson situation there, Goodwin, and what you saw? I mean, I know we heard yesterday it's probably looking more longer than a month, so not great timing as well, particularly with Max out.
Yeah, not great timing with Max being out. We've been really happy with Luke's progression over the last month, especially as a forward, but then his ability to take over the ruck duties last week was sensational, and obviously pulled up a little bit sore, and we weren't too sure what the situation was, but on scanning, we had a little bit of tendon within that hamstring injury, and he's going to be 4 to 6 weeks, and make sure we really rehabilitate him strongly. But if he progresses really well and there's an opportunity late in the season, we'll get him back in. But it is a big loss for us. He's been a really strong player for us, but in saying that, we're expecting some good things out of obviously Sammy Wiedemann, Tom McDonald, and obviously Prusey. So we've got guys that can step up in that space.
What have you made of the Pies recently, Simon, and their form winning a couple of games in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, look, they're a strong footy club. You've seen in the last few weeks they've got a lot of depth to their list and their ability to deal with injuries, but also deal with managing some players and getting themselves through a compressed period of the season has been really strong. So they'll obviously get a few players back this week, and we know what we're up against. They're a strong footy club, and they've played in finals for a number of years and been really close to winning flags. So they play a very similar style to us in the way they want to play. They're really strong defensively and good around clearance areas. So that's the areas of the game that we really need to be strong at ourselves.
Speaking of that compressed fixture, it looks like you've got another one in the next few weeks. How are you guys placed to handle that?
Yeah, we've been lucky. We've been healthy with our list, and we feel like we've developed some really good depth in our list as well, with some younger players stepping up. And there's a lot of players that are in really good form that are playing match simulations at the moment that we'll have to really tap into through this period. We knew it was going to be a squad mentality throughout this whole season, and obviously with an injury list the way we've got it, it gives us opportunity to rotate players and manage players and make sure that we can still keep some cohesion in our team but play with a lot of energy and spirit. And that's what we're going to need from our whole playing group and our whole footy club, is to make sure that people are ready and prepared and to come in and execute the role that we wanted to execute to keep some momentum in our season.
Are you expecting to rotate some of your biggest stars over the next month, Simon?
Initially the plan has just been to pick the best team as much as we can, but there's certainly games where if guys are sore, they won't play. Whether it's a 4 or 5 day turnaround, that's sort of been our philosophy, is to make sure we pick our best team. But if there is any soreness or any doubt, as you saw last week with a guy like a Jay Lockhart, who had a corky. We just didn't take the risk and play him. We'd rather put someone in there that was fresh and had fresh legs. Because I pick it the week before. So there's guys that will be managed through soreness, but at the right time we want to play our best team as possible. This season's so tough and so close that every win's important, and you got to try and put your best team out there.
Simon, two much improved performances, albeit against sides, I guess, further down the ladder in the past few weeks. Obviously, before that was the Port Adelaide game. How important is it to maintain the standards that you've set over the past few weeks, I guess, against a side that is regarded as being potentially a more finals-ready sort of outfit?
Yeah, look, across our 10 games, I think we're starting to build a bit of identity, especially in the way we defend. We've defended quite strongly throughout those 10 games, and we think our form's trending in the right direction. But we get another test. We had a big test a few weeks ago against Brisbane and fell a little bit short. We've had some against Geelong as well, where we just fell short in those games as well. So Collingwood Footy Club provides a great challenge for our footy club, and one we're looking forward to. And we're in some reasonable form heading into this game, so we're looking forward to taking up that challenge and really just progressing our season forward and showing that we can compete against some really strong teams.
Back to Cozzy earlier, obviously. How have you seen his development since he's been at the club?
He's been a breath of fresh air for our footy club. He's an exciting player. He's just a great person. He brings an energy and a spirit to our group. He loves the game, and he loves showcasing the skills of AFL footy. And we give him the creativity, we give him the freedom to be able to showcase those skills. And he's only going to be a player that gets better and better. He's come in and adapted to an AFL lifestyle and AFL habits really well. And as I said, he loves the game. He's always carrying a footy around, and he's going to be a great player for our footy club for a long time.